By Srila Prabhupada's mercy, I am fortunate to have several disciples who are Sanskrit scholars and deeply absorbed in Shastric studies. One of them is Kishore Prabhu, who lives in Mayapur, and he sent me the following mail. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances unto the dust of your lotus feet. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, I just want to humbly make a comment regarding a statement you made in a lecture in Rameshwaram titled, They Got Away with Murder. You described the horrible actions by Ashvatthama, who attacked the Pandava camp and was helped by Kritavarma and Kripacharya. You made a comment that Kritavarma simply went back to Dwarka to continue with his service as the commander of the Yadava forces, and that no one ever objected to his involvement in the heinous crimes at the end of the Battle of Kurukshetra. While this might have been so for the following 36 years, these sinful deeds seem to have fructified along with or as part of Gandhari's curse upon the Yadavas. At Prabhas, Satyaki publicly accused Kritavarma of this particular deed. That triggered Kritavarma's counter-accusation of Satyaki, and from then on, many other Yadavas got involved in what is known as the Mushala Leela. From the gestures of Lord Krishna in this incident, it can be deduced that he was also angry with Kritavarma and that he supported Satyaki when he subsequently killed Kritavarma on the spot. The following is a translation by Kishori Mohan Ganguly of the relevant part of the 3rd chapter of the Moshala Parva. Then Yuyudhan, inebriated with wine, derisively laughing at and insulting Kritavarman in the midst of that assembly, said, What Kshatriya is there who, armed with weapons, will slay men locked in the embraces of sleep and therefore already dead? O son of Hridik, the Yadavas will never tolerate what thou hast done. When Yuyudhan had said these words, Pradyumna, that foremost of Ka warriors, applauded them, expressing his disregard for the son of Hridik, that means Kritavarma. Highly incensed at this, Kritavarma, emphasizing his disregard for Satyaki by pointing to him with his left hands, said these words, Professing thyself to be a hero, how could thou so cruelly slay the armless Bhurishrava, who on the field of battle gave up all hostile intentions and sat in prayer? You have to know the whole story from Mahabharata to get the meaning of all of this, but you get the gist of it. Hearing these words of his, Keshava, Krishna, that slayer of hostile heroes, giving way to wrath, cast an angry glance at Kritavarma. Then Satyaki informed the slayer of Madhu, Krishna, as to how Kritavarman had behaved towards Satrajit for taking away from him the celebrated gem Syamantaka. Hearing the narrative, Satyabhama, giving way to wrath and tears, approached Keshava and sitting on his lap, enhanced his anger for Kritavarma. Then rising up in rage, Satyaki said, I swear to thee by truth that I shall soon cause this one to follow in the wake of the 5 sons of Draupadi and of Drishtadyumna and Shikandi, they who were slain by this sinful wretch while they were asleep with the assistance of Drona's son. O thou of slender waist, Kritavarman's period of life and fame have come to their end. Having said these words, Satyaki rushed at Kritavarma and severed his head with a sword in the very sight of Keshava. Your servant, Kishodas. Further comments from myself. It goes to show that you can't get away with wrong actions. Your karma will catch up with you. As it is said, the mills of the gods grind slowly, but they grind exceedingly exceeding fine. We might think we can get away with doing wrong things, but there is the universal law system, as stated in the 6th canto of Bhagavatam in relation to the story of Ajamil. The sun, fire, sky, air, demigods, moon, evening, day, night, directions, water, land, and Supersoul himself all witness the activities of the living entity. Now, of course, the emotional Leela in which the Yadu dynasty males fought among themselves and killed each other was an arrangement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They were all devotees of Krishna, and their actions took place under superintendence of the internal energy. Mahatmanas tumang parta daiving prakritim ashritaha bhajantyananya manaso gyatva bhutadi mavyayam. Krishna says in Bhagavad-gita, those who are great souls, are pure devotees, they're under the protection of the divine nature. They worship Krishna with undeviated mind, and they know Krishna to be the origin of all and inexhaustible. So this Moshala Lila in which the Yadavas, the males, killed each other, should be understood to be an illusory pastime, the Acharyas say, opposed to the conclusions of Krishna consciousness. Not factual, but related for the bewilderment of the demons, the asuras, who want to think and prove that Krishna is an ordinary human being. It's an illusory pastime in the sense that this pastime is not eternal, nor transcendental, or spiritual. It was Krishna's means to send away his devotees before he himself passed it away from this world, or left this world. Still, this lesson can be drawn. You can't get away with wrong actions. Your karma will catch up with you. Sadhu savdhan, as it is said. We're trying to be sadhus, we're trying to be saintly people. We have to be careful. Now, even among devotees, there are disagreements, and that doesn't mean at the same time that we can go around killing each other. This Moshala Leela was specially arranged by Krishna for a particular purpose, but it also sets the example that if we do wrong, we can't get away with it. Kritavarma was involved in the murder of Krishna's father-in-law, his beloved Satyabhama's father. And although it wasn't really his fault it wasn't his fault at all. He was following orders to join the camp of the Kauravas in the Kurukshetra battle, fighting against the Pandavas. He was ordered by Krishna to do so. But in doing so, he fought against the devotees of Krishna, and ultimately he ended up supporting Ashvatthama in Ashvatthama's most sinful activity of slaughtering so many still living warriors in their sleep. So I made the point in that talk I gave in Rameshwaram. They got away with murder. Kritavarma just went back to his post in his life in Dwaraka. Kripacharya was never censured, Brahmana by caste. Of course, it may have been that there were some private talks or rumblings, or maybe even some things were said prior to the Moshala Leela. As we can see, Satyaki and Kritavarma didn't like each other, and in their own minds they had good reasons for doing so. Everyone was shocked when Satyaki killed Burishrava, whose arms were cut off. He was a great devotee, fighting for the Kauravas. his arms were cut off and he was just sitting, meditating, waiting to die. And Satyaki came along and chopped his head off. But then Satyaki explained that it's a long, Mahabharata stories, they're all long and complex. Anyway, I gave the conclusion that they got away with murder. Somehow or other, the apichet sudarachara principle kicked in for them. They weren't held accountable. I'm talking about Kritavarma and Kripacharya. They weren't at least immediately held accountable for assisting Ashvatthama in his horrible activities of killing the sleeping warriors. But you can't get away with murder. You may think you can. You can't get away with anything. Any wrong thing we do, it will be seen. So sadhu savdhan, be careful. And help each other also. If we see each other sliding and slipping and going off course, can try to help each other and bring us back to our senses. Often we're reluctant to accept good guidance, but if it comes, we should be ready to take it. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila. All glories to Lord Sri Krishna and all his great devotees, including Kritavarma and Kripa, and even Ashvatthama. Some say that 3,000 years he had to wander the earth incognito, suffering, rejected, and others say it's for a much longer time. But ultimately, he's going to be one of the Sapta Rishis, so he's a great personality also. Not an ordinary personality to come in so much contact with Krishna and the Pandavas. And the same goes for Duryodhana. Is there right? Is there wrong? Yes, surely there is. And we can't get away with doing wrong. But at the same time, we should know that anyone in contact with Krishna is purified, is blessed. Hare Krishna.